Sweet. There we go. We're live. Good morning, chat. How are we doing today? Um, yeah, honestly, I've just been sitting here working for like the past half hour and decided to go live since I got some time. That's all right. That's okay. All right. To put a little bit of context into this piece, we are writing a spy type of like vintage soundtrack. The idea being it's what am I trying to say? This is a commission piece for something related to TF2. Not officially TF2, but someone wanted this for a TF2 related project. So, we're going to be working on it. Because I've been working on this in the background and wanted to do more today. So that's all I got right now. Let me quickly put a marker. So this piece needs to be 2 minutes long. I don't think we'll get there. Today, at least. But I would like to get some work done this week because this is kind of the due date is coming up for this. There's got to be something else here. How do I change it up to make it sound interesting? That's a good question. I Okay, what am I thinking right now? I'm thinking this needs some sort of build up, but I'm not entirely sure where exactly I want to go with it. How does this guitar sound compared to this one? Let me take a listen very quickly, just see how these go. Whoops. I think I'm still liking the Stratocaster more. Yeah, the Stratocaster sounds definitely more spy-ish. So I'll go ahead and I'll keep that down there just so I remember why exactly I didn't want it and why I didn't choose it. Mm, okay. I'm gonna go ahead and bring this down. We're gonna see what we can do with this. What is it? Trying to think about what on earth. I really like this motif here. Problem is, I don't really know where to go from here. I think the general. Let me check my notes very quickly just to see where we're going. the feedback on this piece needs to be a slow build. Trumpets for a high energy kick after the build. Experiment with different instruments once the core jazzy feel is there. Have that bouncy 60 spy style vibe. Yeah, okay. What are we thinking with this one? Do I might have a good flair to use here, but I want to make sure that it actually works. Da-da-da-da. Any day now would be great. It's gonna take forever to load this. I'm thinking when I build my next PC, everything will just go on an SSD. I don't know how many I'll have. But I would like a dedicated music SSD. So for all my project files, for all my samples, and then all my exports as well. Because I think I have, what, 300? Let me take a look at the number again. I remember seeing the number and being like, wow, that's a lot. 331 project files. And we got... Give me a second, I'm waiting for the number to load up. While we do that, I'm going to go ahead and do a swoop up. I don't think it's going to be that in particular. We have 1,602 export audio files. And that's from that's every single file that I've made over the years. So, yeah, I think an SSD for just that in particular would be pretty helpful. What am I looking for? I'm looking for a breath, for a hit. Maybe you? How about you? No. Ooh. That's actually kind of interesting. I'm gonna try it out. Something needs to go here, and I just don't know what it is yet. We're gonna find it, though. I can assure you we're gonna find it. Do I really want to use the piano again? On top of the piano? Maybe? As sort of like a... Because it's like... I'm heavily basing this off of TF2. The idea of this commission was to make a track that sounds like it comes from the TF2 soundtrack. So I'm not too mad about like taking like the main motif of TF2 and like sort of flipping it on its head, giving it a little bit of a remix almost. Because what is it? Hang on, it's yeah, 2, 3, 4. So yeah, I wouldn't mind doing like a something interesting with that. See what we can create. these are... This is the interesting part here. I think these are triplets. Not that would really matter in this particular instance. Or... No, maybe they're not triplets. Maybe I'm just crazy. Yeah, just ignore me. I'm a silly little goofy boy that's running on 3 hours of sleep, 4 hours of sleep. Your guess is as good as mine. How many measures is this? 1, 2, 3, 4. That's weird. You're gonna get pushed over there for a second while I figure this out. I mean, my timing was kind of close in all honesty. Whoa, hang on. I think that's the idea that I want to go with. Whoop. That was my alarm to get up. I snoozed earlier. Okay. Nah, these two clash. They're not gonna fit together. Oh, we have this idea. So we're sort of phasing through ideas right now, but I don't really know what I'm thinking of doing with this. Hang on, what if I brought this back as a base? I'm liking that idea a little bit more. Yeah, let's quickly bring this back for a second. Whoa, hang on. Yeah, I'm thinking that'll work a little bit better in this instance. I'm a little questionable about that, though. I'm not really sure where this is going to fall in the grand spectrum of things. So... I think, okay, hang on. We're going to go ahead and put a pin in that idea. I want to try something else, specifically relating to this. Nah, actually, I want to keep the base. This one can go. Yeah, I'm actually liking that. I'm vibing with that a little bit. What I'll do is I'll accent it with this. So it'll be like, let's try that. I want to hear that. Here, I'll bring this whole thing back now. But we're going to turn some of these down. I'm even willing to argue they go lower. I'm actually really, really liking that bass line. Hello there. May I ask something stupid? Depends on how we're defining stupid, I guess. But welcome on in. But yeah, feel free to shoot your question, and from there I will decide the answer. If it's something that you feel like is generally not appropriate for like someone's stream, then I probably would refrain from posting it, but yeah. No, nothing like that. Music question? Oh, then yeah, go for it. If it's a music question, then I probably can answer it. Oh yeah, no, that's going somewhere. I'm liking that. And I'll go ahead and I will bring that part up to the up to here. We'll go ahead and we'll chop it right here and then we'll nice. Okay, I'm liking it. I want to start production, and I saw a good deal too on the Humble Bundle set for 33 libraries of sounds, but I'm not sure if it's good. I sadly don't know if that is used or worth for a beginner. My recommendation is don't focus on the sounds. Don't focus on the plugins. No matter what music like YouTubers try and sell you, that's not important. What's important is the skills. Like, for example, sure, I have a decent assortment of plugins, but I still use like stock reverb. It's more about the techniques than the tools to how to use them. Or it's about knowing how to use the tools instead of trying to get the fancy ones. So if you're looking to start production, I'd recommend starting somewhere simple and learning the basics, the fundamentals on how to produce. And then from there, once you feel comfortable and you're ready to expand your um, production skills, then I feel like that would be the perfect time to start looking into new plugins that will be useful to you. Let me make this very clear. Do not buy stuff because people tell you to. Buy stuff because you think you need it. For example, I'm currently really lacking on orchestral sounds, like proper symphonic orchestral patches, and I've got one currently sitting in my cart on Native Instruments right now. I Once I get that, I think I'll be set for a while. Thank you a lot. I don't know anyone who does music, so I didn't just so I didn't want it to just swipe. Yeah, no, that's fair. And yeah, we do music every Monday, and sometimes on the rare occasion, I will be doing one stream like this where I'm just flat out working. Um, Less entertaining and more just grinding the work. The bundle has a lot of, I think, I would use like clock sounds and certain eerie loops or so. If you think you can, thank you so much for the follow. Once again, if you think that they will be of use to you, then I recommend putting a pin in it. Um, until like you're comfortable with the skills, or if I guess the bundle is like, if the deal is like about to end or something, then maybe I don't know. Point is, if you feel like you'll get use out of it, then I'd recommend buying it. I can tell you from experience, when I first started on Pro Tools, it was 6 years ago at this point. First plugin I bought was Omnisphere, and I bought it because I knew I would use it. And holy crap, this singular VST has been lasting me for 6 years. I don't know if I will purchase Omnisphere 3. I'm perfectly fine with just Omnisphere 2. But like, for example, we still use Expand, which is a stock like VST plugin from Avid. I'm pretty sure I got this for free. Free plugins don't hurt, but once again, it's like, are you actually going to use it? There are a few that I don't use, but that's all right. And then, yeah, same story with Battery here. I bought it because I needed drums and I wanted to do stuff that's really like more complex with drum machines than what I had. So yeah, I just needed that. Let's go ahead and let's just listen to this segment again alone because I need to sort of sit on it for a second, just hear where we're going. What are you starting on? You're starting on the full measure. Maybe we'll have the guitar take this over. See how it sounds on the guitar before committing to that. Yeah, no, I'm actually vibing with that. Since I know nothing, I just saw a big bundle and was like, the changes are higher. But I also see that as more of changes thing as you need, as you see it. So thinking once again, yeah, of course. One of the things I love about doing these music streams is they're AMA. You can ask me anything. Um, I have a bachelor's in music composition for film, TV, and video games, and I have been working on creating my own music for 8 years at this point. So I have experience under my belt, and I do like helping people when they ask for it because it's. I just ordered my first mini MIDI, so I wanted to start. So yeah, noob here. There's nothing wrong with being a noob. I can 100% confirm from personal experience. There's nothing wrong with it. You'll create some good stuff, you'll create some bad stuff, but that's the beauty of art. First and foremost, music creation is an art. Regardless of if it's real life instruments, if it's electronic, if it's MIDI versus a live orchestra, it's an expression. gotta change something up for this. What if we put on the sustain? Let's see about that. Hear how that sounds. No. We'll go ahead and we'll duplicate this though, so we have it on a separate line. We can fiddle with it. So what I want to do is I want to edit this sample a little bit. I want to increase those tails. Yeah, okay. I'm really vibing with this. Give me a quick second. I'm gonna put on some music. We'll go ahead and we'll do we'll put on Deep Space for the time being, because I gotta quickly go take care of something upstairs. I'll be back in 1 second. Just give me like 3 minutes. Should be back. Two minutes. Let's go. Okay. Okay. So yeah. Let me think about where I want to go with this. Welcome back. Thank you. If I'm looking to do a bit more of a build up, I do like this, so we'll probably keep it in, and then we'll switch back to this for the very end. We're looking for more horns. Was I liking this one? I forget. Yes? I gotta be very careful, though, with how I use it. Out of curiosity, though, let's do a little bit of sample shopping, as I call it. Where we just go through these and we figure out what we like and what we don't like. What's we got? no, what was it? It was to the G. What are my other options? We gotta put something here at the beginning. And I'm not entirely sure what I want to put here. There's a lot of empty space here. Let's think about that for a second. Actually, you know what? Part of me wants to extend this out. Basically, what I'm thinking of is we have a segment here of just like silence, or not silence, I guess, but we're gonna wind it down and then we'll come back. Like sort of a double. What am I thinking right now? Let's do that. Let's do that. There we go. And so we're sort of going to be left alone with this motif for a second, or this new bass line. Yes? No? Maybe so? Let's give it a try. Yeah, pretty much just like a middle segment where the energy... Because we're trying to create dynamics within the piece. Boom. Bum bum. Also, I think now's a better time than ever to point out, I have not written any music like this in the past. This is my first time ever attempting this style of music. Which makes it a really interesting challenge. I'm debating, do I end on like one of those like James Bond style chords? Like, where's my guitar? Is it right here? Yeah. Like, what would it be? Would it be just the E diminished? Yeah, it'd be like the E diminished. I don't see a problem with that. Let's try it. Let's just line that up with the measure. No, I'm not liking it. Put it back there. Something like that. I could see that going pretty well. Okay, our next area of problem is right here. Having all this empty space, we gotta figure out what we're gonna do with that. And then figuring out something else to go here. Because right now it sort of sounds a little bland, and I need to put something in there to sort of spice it up. Let me look at my notes again. Experiment with different instruments once the jazzy, core jazzy feeling is there. I'd say we got the jazzy feel down. Yeah, no, I'm vibing with that. Did we just make a copy? I guess we can do that. That's an option. Hang on. Just get rid of that. But I need something more than drums to fill that space. I don't really know what it can be. So we got the guitars here. I guess that could work. And same thing here. We gotta do something. I don't know what would happen if we added this. Try taking it up the octave. Yeah, no, I'm vibing with that. Because it feels like an actual build-up, and I don't really know how we're gonna bring it back down per se just yet. That might be something that I do later. What am I thinking? I'm thinking I can't be spending too much more time on this because I need to get ready for work. But I'm willing to do a quick listen through. Just hear how it is. We'll figure out the problem with. Well, hang on. Maybe this problem's more simple than we think. Let me take that. Just move it over here. Just something to fill the silence. And then here's where we'll put that one where it's just. Let's try that. We gotta bring something on measure 13. But I don't know what yet. Oh yeah, this is this is going somewhere. Honestly, yeah, I'm pretty happy with that. Considering I've only like worked on this for what? I want to say maybe an hour and a half this morning. I pretty much just locked in on this. All right, so this is what I will submit for a draft. I submitted a concept. This will be the draft, and then the next one will be the final. So, yeah, I'm pretty happy with that. Anyway, I unfortunately have to head out here. Thank you all so much for tuning in and for sticking with me through this work stream. Thank you so much to Linslet for following. That really means a lot. And yeah, we'll be live tonight for the new Peak update. I'll be playing with some friends, and Thursday, hopefully, there will be a Baldur's Gate stream. Yeah, stay tuned for that. And Saturday, we've got the Light Channel video, so that'll be fun. Thank you all so much for tuning in, but unfortunately, I got you out. So I'll catch you all later. Bye-bye.